from PRX.
Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the podcaster who's here with some cozy friends with a new crossover with my friend Doug's podcast. Cozy, Critters, a perfect bedtime tale for kids, and this one for adults alike. Everyone's welcome here. Now, this is Sleep With Me, the podcast that's here to put you to sleep by being your friend in the deep, dark night, keeping you company and taking your mind off of stuff. So what I'm going to do is talk for a while, meander, go off topic, be friendly, try to develop some rapport. But, you know, it's the slowest, if rapport will be developed, it'll be developed slowly, and the word will not be spelled, because I know it starts with the letter R, and I wish it was rapport, like, could you give me another glass of water? Would you like me to, like, is there a secrets to rapport? Rapport, yeah, give me, rapport that, a drink, and we're already on our way to rapport. I never would have thought of that. But honestly, I'm not really good at it. But then when you think about the ideas of it, it's pretty, it's like, hey, if you do something nice for me, like I'll probably be more open. So that's actually what I'm here to do. I'm a confusing person, and I'm confused. And that's kind of the secret of this podcast. Is I'm not exactly here to put you to sleep, but to take your mind off of stuff and keep you company. So if you're new, I'm really glad you're here. Just see how this show goes. It does take some getting used to. Regular listeners, so glad to have you back. What we got coming up are some sponsors, so the paying for the show is optional, but always appreciated. Then a long, meandering intro separate from the sport to ease you into bedtime, and then a bedtime story based on a new podcast called Cozy Critters. And that's going to be really fun and meandering. So I'm really glad you're here. Welcome to Sleep With Me. It's a podcast that puts you to sleep. And here's a couple ways we're able to do it for you for free twice a week.
Bada, bada boom, sold.
Huh?
Just sold my car on Carvana. Dropping it off and getting paid today.
Already?
What, you still haven't sold yours? You told me about it months ago. Is the offer good?
Oh, the offer's great.
Don't have another car yet?
I could trade it in for this car I love.
Come on, what are we waiting for?
You're right.
Let's go.
Whether you're looking to sell your car right now or just whenever feels right, go to Carvana.com and sell your car the convenient way. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, everybody, this is Scoots here, and this is a message for people. This is a message about Sleep With Me Plus supporting the show directly. And I want you to imagine, like, all the personal services that you pay for on a regular basis, whether it's getting your hair cut, maybe you get food delivered, maybe you get your nails done, or a massage. You know, there's so many people that provide services that are valuable parts of our lives, right? And I just wonder where Sleep With Me falls in those personal services that make your life better. And if you say, yes, Sleep With Me is pretty high, and I probably get $300 worth of value out of Sleep With Me every month. I listen 5 nights a week. It helps me go to sleep so I can work, so I can be a member of my family, so I can get up on time, and so I can feel good about my life. I'm just wondering, like, what would you tip on that? If Sleep With Me actually brings you $300 of value, or whatever it is, would you tip Sleep With Me 5% a month? Would you tip me 20%? Because Sleep With Me is free, and the way it stays free, the way we're able to produce the show, are the people who are willing to pay for the podcast as if it was a service, because they know how much work it takes, because they value the show, because it makes their life better. Please support the show. Think about how much it's worth really to you, depending how much does Sleep With Me improve your life. If it was a paid service, how much would you pay for Sleep With Me if it has a positive impact, like the good feeling you have when your nails are done, when your hair's cut, when your kids, when you get home from from going out and the babysitters put your kids to bed and fed them, when someone delivers your food with a smile, when someone asks if your drink wants a refill. Those are services that make your life better, and those are worth money to me. And if Sleep With Me service is worth money to you, the way we keep making it, the way it's going to be possible to keep making it in 2025 is you and listeners like you just taking that action, saying, holy cow, yeah, it is worth $14 a month to me. That's about a good tip for Scoots. Or yeah, I'll support it with an annual subscription of what if you support the show with an annual subscription based on what you get out of 1 month of value of Sleep With Me, you could support it for the whole year just based on 1 month worth of value you get out of Sleep With Me. If you say, you better believe I get $245 of value out of the show every single month, that's the top tier supporting the show. It makes a gigantic difference, and it's critical to the future of Sleep With Me. Kind of the action you choose to take right now, if you're agreeing with what I'm saying, if you can afford it, and Sleep With Me is a service that is a part of your life like those other services, your action or inaction is critical to the future of Sleep With Me. Those people that'll set an alarm or go to sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus right now and support the show, you're supporting the show into the future, into next year. And those of you that wait, it's kind of putting the, it's like, well, I don't know. You're kind of putting the show in a, well, I don't know situation, like saying, well, I don't know about supporting the show. I'd love to have your support because I love making the show. I love having a positive impact on your life and the lives of people who can't support the podcast. There's a lot of people who are listening who just can't support the show, who love it. And that's kind of the difference between Sleep With Me and other personal services. Most of those are pay first, right? You either pay or you get the service, you either pay for the service or you don't. But with the podcast, paying for it's optional. And that's powerful. That's powerful when you support the show directly. But it's also stepping out of your comfort zone. It's doing something different. It's takes some, there's some resistance to it. And I don't just mean with you. It's a natural resistance. And particularly with the bedtime podcast, it's really hard to convince people, even when they agree with everything I've said so far, to take that action. So if you agree with it, don't wait. Just say, hey, Scoots, here's a tip. You do make my life better. You do deliver my lulls with a smile. I do feel better, almost as good as when I get a really good haircut or hairdo or whatever you call it nowadays. It is like a massage. So you could do that at sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. I'll appreciate it, and so will a bunch of other people. Thanks so much. Oh, Mystery Bard, a lot of people help out in this show. Who are they?
Chris Posty Poster Son sounds like an earful. Wrote the theme song. Edits episodes. Carl W. the Legend. Also edits episodes. Ashley, Kenny, Scotty, Jennifer. Runner. Eric and the team at Astound are on the website. I am the Mystery Bard. I do the lullabies, yeah. I do commissions at JonathanMann.net. I'll write a song for you. Any reason at all. You can tell me the story and I'll make it personal. You see the kindness shine straight on through when the listeners form their own Facebook group. Keith, Stacy, Sarah, Julie, and Jennifer. These are your moderators. Get support dear Scooter on Patreon. Buy the merch and support the sponsors. You can find anything you want at sleepwithmepodcast.com. And we're so proud that we could dance. Rusty Biscuit, Lois, Anna like banana. Leah does the transcript.
Thanks, Mystery Bard. If you want to be a rebel, if you believe in Sleep With Me, think about, and you can afford to support the show, sleepwithmepodcast.com/plus. Thanks, everybody. Hey, are you up all night tossing, turning, mind racing, trouble, getting to sleep, trouble, staying asleep? Well, welcome. This is Sleep With Me, the podcast that puts you to sleep with you with a bedtime story. All you need to do is get in bed, turn out the lights, and press play. I'm going to do the rest. What I'm going to attempt to do is create a safe place where you can set aside whatever's keeping you awake. It could be thoughts on your mind, things you're thinking about, thoughts about the past, present, the future, things you've been, the thoughts that just came up at bedtime. It could be feelings, anything you're experiencing emotionally that's coming up for you. It could be physical sensations. It could be changes in time, temperature, routine. You could be going through something, getting over something. You could have guests travel. Maybe you work a different schedule. The only reason I list a bunch of stuff, other than in 2024, almost experiencing all of those and a lot of them intersecting at the same time around my sleep, another reason I list them is I share them so that you feel seen and welcomed in. Some people, especially when they're new, I don't know if I want to be reminded of what's keeping me awake. And I'm not here to do that, except for that there's something powerful and positive in there. And if you're new, it might not feel that way. Or if even, I mean, for me, the past couple months, it hasn't felt that way, except when I sit down to record the show. Because there is something that connects us, in I guess in a strange, indirect, digital way, but in a way that is real, that we share something. And you can kind of hold a positive place for someone new, or if you're new, there's someone listening right now, even if it's not me. I mean, I think I can probably relate to some of the stuff you feel like when you can't sleep, but even if I can't, somewhere in the world, right now at this moment, there is someone listening who can relate to how you feel. Even if, here's the thing, I mean, they won't be here at the same moment if you loathe this podcast, but I do have a website set up, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you. And that's for those people that say, well you maybe you understand or can connect what I'm going through, but I just don't like the style of your show. Great. We got a website set up for that with other sleep podcasts. But the people that know what you're going through that are here are really glad you're here. And they say, hey, maybe one day you'll hold a space for somebody new too. And just send out a little welcoming. I mean, you don't even have to do anything. Maybe put a smile on your face. Maybe kiss your shoulders. Flex your biceps. Whatever it is, maybe shrug your shoulders. And say, welcome. Like, I really hope this podcast can help you like it helped me. It's very strange and different. But you're welcome here, and you deserve a good night's sleep. You deserve a bedtime you don't have to dread, that you could at least feel neutral about, if not look forward to, or at least keep trying. And they say iterating a lot of times with tech stuff. But I know enough. I've been making this podcast for over 10 years, and this has been the year for me. Of all the 10 years or 11 years I made the show, this has been the year that I've had to use every tool in the toolbox and discover new ones. And it's like I've tried everything, but I keep trying nowadays, even if it means getting up and getting out of bed and changing something. Because I know, too, hey, I deserve a good night's sleep, even if sometimes it's not going to come. And you do, too. And if you get the rest you need, your life is going to be more manageable tomorrow. That's important. It's important to me, believe it or not. Even if I don't know you, I've been in someplace similar. And if your life's more manageable tomorrow, that means your world's a better place to be in. And that does mean our entire world is better if you're more rested. And the thing that people, it's easy to shake off or easy for my internal, our world needs you. And you, not only do you deserve to be in a nicer world, the world's nicer with you in it. It's true. Now, the way this podcast works is I send my voice across the deep, dark night. I'm going to use lulling, soothing, creaky, dulcet tones, pointless meanders, superfluous tangents. I'm going to go off topic. My voice is not traditionally soothing. I'll get mixed up. I'll repeat myself. And that's all to distract you from what's keeping you awake. And it does take some getting used to. When you get to the show, you're probably skeptical. You may be doubtful. You may be frustrated. You might be fed up. So just give this show a few tries. It's a kind of a podcast you don't really listen to. It never really gets, it's always going and it never gets started. It's like background noise that you can engage with, or you can kind of pay attention to it. Or if you need to, you could totally pay attention to it. But you don't need to. You could. I'm here for you. Like, I'm optional. You know what I'm saying? Like, listening to me is optional. But I'm still talking for you, whether you're listening or not. So that takes some get adjusting when you first get here. It takes most people 2 or 3 tries to get used to the show and realize, oh, now I get it. So just see how it goes. You really have nothing to lose. And then if it doesn't work out, sleepwithmepodcast.com/no thank you has other great sleep podcasts and sleepy audio on that website. And so it's a podcast that you kind of barely listen to. Also isn't here to put you to sleep so much as to keep you company while you fall asleep. There's no pressure to fall asleep with this podcast. I'm here to be your friend in the deep, dark night, your bore friend, your bore bae, your bore sib, your bore cuz, your bore bestie, your neighbor, your bore bee, your bores, your best bore friend forever. To keep you company, like, and take your mind off of stuff so that, like, the reason the episodes are over an hour is if you can't sleep at all, there's people listening who can't sleep or need a break during the day. I'm here to keep them company, and I'm here to keep you company, even if you fall asleep and you're not, you fall asleep right away. And it's kind of an interesting job. And the thing is, the great thing about doing it virtually like this is you don't have to worry about me closing the door, turning out any lights, leaving any crumbs. Whatever distance you prefer my voice be at, that's the distance I'll be at. So it's a pretty sweet deal. And, I happen to enjoy doing it. And I get something out of it because I know what it's like on the other side. So those are two things to know. Structure the show next. I'm a little bit, I'm not at 100%. I mean, obviously. But, the structure show, I guess, is what I talk about next. The structure show is very different. It does take some getting used to. The only reason I go through the structure every time is because so I can meet you where you are. If you're wondering why the show's structured the way it is or how you could adjust it a little bit better to suit your needs, you listen to a few times. Let me tell you, okay? And then you go from there. So show starts off with the greeting. Friends beyond the binary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So you feel seen and welcomed in. And you say, okay, I might check that podcast out. Then there's support from sponsors. Most people listen to this linear ad-supported version of the show, and that's the way it benefits most people because a ton of work goes into the podcast. If you'd prefer ad-free version, you can get it on Sleep With Me Plus. Then there's a long meandering intro, which is totally separate from the support, a show within a show. That kind of goes nowhere. It's about 10 to 20 minutes long, where, as I'm doing now, I unsuccessfully try to explain what the podcast is in a bite-sized, bite. And it takes me 10 or 20 minutes, but it also serves as a buffer between the daytime and falling asleep time. It is kind of like a twilight period, a landing strip. And that's just what works for most people, like is having some sort of wind down routine. It's what's worked for me, especially lately, is having a wind down routine I enjoy. And that could be getting in bed, getting comfortable, getting ready for bed, doing some sort of chill activity. And I think I'm going to focus more on that this year is like having a wind down routine. That's nice. It's pretty nice. And that's what kind of the intro is. There is a small percentage of people that skip the intro. And then if you prefer a show with just the stories, you could go to Bedtime Stories from Sleep With Me. It's in every podcast app and just listen to stories. But try it out with the intros because the intros are kind of the most popular part of the podcast. And I don't mean that in liked or not liked. I just mean like it's like it's like when we hang as we get ready for bed and drift off, kind of like there's other friends around at a distance again. Like it's the most community part of the show where we are kind of together alone together is something I say. Because that's kind of the sense you get when you're in a house full of people and you're the only one that can't sleep. In this case, we're all in different places, but we say, hey, I see you. I see you struggling. I've struggled like that too. So that's the intro. Then after the intro is support, and then there'll be our bedtime story. Tonight's a crossover with Cozy Critters podcast, which is a new kids sleep podcast from one of my friends. And that's the structure show. I think that's why I make the show. I don't know. This was like a short intro. And but I think it's good. I mean, I think it got to the point. I don't think I missed anything. So I'm glad you're here. I work really hard at Your Next Drive. I really hope I can help you fall asleep. Thanks again for coming by. And here's a couple of ways we're able to do this for you for free twice a week. Sleep With Me podcast is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states. Hey everybody, Scoots here, and tonight's a crossover episode with a new podcast called Cozy Critters. It's from my friend Doug, who we've done crossover episodes with before. And I'm going to read actually from the official announcement about it. Bedtime just got a whole lot cozier with the launch of Cozy Critters, a new podcast designed to make winding down for the night an enchanting experience at kids ages 2 to 7. Hosted by Dougie Pickles and his adorable kitten co-host Miss Meow Meow. The ongoing series takes young listeners on soothing bedtime adventures exploring the world's coziest critters. It's an experience parents are calling literal gold for bedtime, so perfect for the kid in your life, age 2 to 7. It's created by podcaster and educator Doug Frazier. Cozy Critters is brought to listeners in collaboration with PRX. Which also distributes other kids' podcasts, as well as Sleep With Me. It's available on all major podcast platforms. So wherever you're listening, and in September it's going to be on Yoto, which is a screen-free audio player. And Doug says, we want to make a bedtime a favorite part of every kid's day. In today's fast-moving world, Cozy Critters offers a chance to relax, learn, and dream with some of the world's most endearing animals. And each episode introduces children to a new sleepy creature, yawning yaks, frog families, sleepy sloths, humpback whales, pygmy hippos, furry friends, sugar gliders, and more. And along the way, kids will enjoy calming soundscapes, animal insights, and guided breathing exercises to help unwind and drift into a peaceful sleep. It's an imaginative, educational, and family-friendly bedtime adventure to the coziest corners of the animal kingdom. And Frazier hosts the voice of Dougie Pickles and interprets Miss Meow Meow for the audience. And so with all our crossover episodes, we're going to do a little bit from the script, and then we'll go from there. So we're going with a little bit from episodes 1, 2, and 3. So I want you to get ready and find your inner 2 to 7-year-old as you drift off. Well, this will be different because it's aimed towards you and not a 2 to 7-year-old. But if you know a 2 to 7-year-old, you can recommend Cozy Critters. It'll start with some soothing and good intro music. But that's just right now. It's the creaky, dulcet tones of my voice. And Scoots here, pretending he's Dougie Pickles. Hey, howdy, and hippopotamus high fives, my sleepy friends. It's your old pal, Dougie Pickles. And I'm here with my sidekick, the sleepiest cat in all the land, Miss Meow Meow. Meow, meow. How now, meow? Meow, meow. Well, guess what? I want you to meet an amazing, super cool, and furry animal friend of ours. Meow? Yeah, no, for sure. Really, yeah. Yeah, I say that again. I'm excited too, Miss Meow Meow. Let's get our magical traveling balloon ready. I need your help blowing it up, okay? Take a deep breath through your nose, and then exhale through your mouth. Oh, boy. Great breathing, everybody out there, as that balloon is blowing up. Great job. Just one more time, my sleepy friend. Take in a deep breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Oh, wow. I can hear that balloon blowing up. Wonderful. Now our magic balloon is blown up. Are you ready? Hop in the balloon basket and let's go. Let's get some more music and sound effects as we move. Sense a slowly moving motion. First, we rise up high above your bedroom. And then we rise higher, and you could see your whole neighborhood. Higher and higher we go until you could see the whole city beneath you. Our friend the wind takes over mountains and rivers and curious birds who fly alongside us. I wonder if they think we're a bird, too. Hi, birds. Don't mind my cat. She's friendly. Oh, look, the time just flew right by. That wasn't even supposed to be a pun, Miss Meow Meow. Meow. How come you're more amused by Doggy Pickles than my imitation of Doggy Pickles? Meow. Shouldn't you have said it like a questioning meow? Like, meow. Like, I don't know. Meow. Okay. Is that, what's the sound of a cat being nonplussed? It's a cat that's not in math class. Miss Meow? No? Okay. All right. Well, I wonder if these birds think we're birds too. We're here. We're at a tropical rainforest in South America, and we're going to meet a new friend here. Oh boy, this music is I'm going to put my, if I had a cap to put on, I'd put my imagination cap on, but it turns out my cap's already full of imagination. And, wow, look at the size of this tree in front of us. It's going and going and going. That tree is going. It's not gone, though. It's going up, skyward. I mean, I say, holy cambium. There's like, this makes my pith. I don't know if your pith can swoon, but if my pith could swoon, it would be swooning at this tree. And, but like somewhere in that tree, Miss Meow Meow, is our new friend, a sloth. And can you see the sloth? Now later, I'll probably refer to the fish song, The Sloth, and try to look up its meaning. If I, just in case, Miss Meow Meow, my show goes on and on and on. So I'm glad you agreed to appear on it because, for kids, I think this is like a better method. And for cats, probably, than hanging out with me. Also, I'm allergic to cats, so it's great you're here in my, an imaginary, what do they call that? Not an imaginary concept, You wish I was imaginary, huh? Well, you dream a little dream, kitty cat. I mean, you could imagine me, like probably when you're at your letterbox later, you'll be imagining me, huh? Yeah. Well, where was I? We were talking about the sloth, and they're like such a beautiful animal. It's a galactic slice of happiness. He has such a kind smile, tiny black nose. Oh boy, look at that nose. It's a nice nose, Sloth. It's a beautiful nose, if you don't mind me saying. If you don't mind, are sloths comfortable with compliments? Okay. Sloths, by the way, keep complimenting you because your facial structure makes it look like you're always smiling. So that's amazing. I wish my facial structure always looks like I'm furrowing. But they say it's not my structure. That's my internal structure, my internal makeup, which is, I guess, different than my structure. Not my internal makeup. That'd be you're fun. That's funny though, Sloth. My internal makeup makes me, creates my external makeup. In a sense, you're right. It's not makeup, though. It's just natural furrows. Believe it or not, I got a furrow within a furrow. And always smiling. Your fur, like a soft hairbrush. Long arms, long legs, and long things on your finger poos that are super handy for hanging down on those tree branches, eh? Such a cute animal, don't you think, everybody out there? Holy cow. I mean, I know I probably should apologize on the show because I think I've mentioned sloths before and wondering about the scent of sloths, but we're going to move on right now to, Wait a second. What is that? There's like you, not only on your fingertips do you have big things, but there's a smaller, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny, slothy poo thing. That's, oh no, because it's a baby sloth. Oh, there's a baby sloth in there. You've been there. Are you a baby sloth cub? Are you a baby sloth cub? You've been here all along with your mama sloth? A she sloth. Does she sloth sell saws by the seashore? Seesaws, seesaws. She saws, seesaws. She sauces, sauces. Do you sauce sea sauces? I guess that would be a good one. She sauce, sea sauce, sea sloths, sauce, seesaws. Saw, sauce, sea sloths. By the sea sawed, soft. Okay, get Miss Meow. Did you have something to say? Meow. Thanks, Miss Meow. That's right. She sloth would be tough to say 3 times in a row. We could try it. She sloth, she sloth, she sloth. Wow, that tongue twister wore me out. How about you, sleepy friends? I mean, like the new listeners particularly. But seriously, sea sloths, saw, sauce, seesaws, saw. We just need to, because saw should be a seesaw, she sloth, saw, sauce, seesaws, saw. So, and I'm almost got it. Oh boy, that makes me want to yawn because I was yawning. Miss Meow, what do you think of my yawn? That was a real one. Meow. Oh, wow. So you have sympathetic, I can give you a sympathetic yawn? Meow. Well, Miss Meow, didn't you say we still have much more to explore about the sloth? Did you know sloths only weigh about as much as a small dog? And that's what being lightweight makes it easy to hang upside down from trees, which you seem to love to do. As a matter of fact, they spend almost their entire lives upside down. Now, you and I have a body temperature of about 98.6 degrees, unless we're, wasn't there a band, 98 degrees, or was that 99 degrees? 98.6 on your, the 98.6, the sloth. You knew it was coming. Anytime there's a decimal in Sleep With Me, it becomes a radio station. K-Sloth, 98.6 The Sloth. Yacht rock at night, easy listening during the day. Should already be invented somewhere. That's 98.6 The Sloth. I could do this all day long. Miss Meow's telling me to move on, though. Sloths, on the other hand, have a body temperature between 86 and 93 degrees. That's some variation. Holy gosh. Wonder if you could use a sweater. I'm just kidding. You know, sloths, she's nice and comfy at that temperature. So comfy and cozy. Her eyes close softly, and she takes in a deep breath and exhales. She's done so much today. Maybe she's dreaming of all the things she did today. I wonder if that includes saucing seesaws, by the... It wouldn't be seashore, because that doesn't sound like she sloth, sauce, seesaws, Szechuan seashells, Sasa. Something like, is there a place called Sasa? Does anybody know? But she's dreaming, that sloth. And you know what? When she woke up last night, she had a breakfast of fresh green shoots and leaves and buds. Meow, meow. Thanks, Miss Meow. I guess because I was embodying Dougie Pickles there. Is that why you were nice to me? Meow. Well, you're absolutely right, Miss Meow. Meow. Sloths are nocturnal, which means they sleep during the day and are awake at night. The nighttime is when they really go about their life and grab some grub to eat. But our mama sloth friend doesn't chew with teeth like you and me, Miss Meow Meow. That's because sloths don't have teeth. No, they don't. Instead, she uses her strong lips to chew. Wow, this is news to me. Miss Meow Meow, I'm learning something new every paragraph. Like, this is really interesting. Body temperature, lips for chewing. Her low metabolic rate means she doesn't have to eat very much at all. To get her energy, her body breaks down food just like you and me. But a sloth's body works differently. What takes other animals only a few hours to digest can take a sloth days to digest. To wash down her tasty treats, there was some dew on a nearby leaf, so she carefully, so slowly moved her arm. Then her foot, then her other arm, then her other foot. The leaf was so close. She put out her tongue and licked up the dewdrop. I bet that was tasty. You know what? I just realized, I don't think I realized this. Sorry, Miss Meow Meow, but not to go off top. Well, I'll finish up this sentence and then I'll come back to my tangent. Rainforest dewdrops, yummy yums from the tongue to the tums. That was my sloth yawn, Miss Meow. But what I was going to say earlier was there was an episode I did last year where Demi Moore was acting in this movie, and she was playing as a musician at an inn called the Dewdrop Inn. And I don't think, but I could be wrong. Oh, by the way, Miss Meow Meow, I'm wrong about 10 times an episode. So this could be just one of many. But I don't know if at the time I realized that was a pun, the Dewdrop Inn. Like, do you get it? Dewdrop Inn. It was a place where you would drop in. It was like a bar with music and food. Why don't Dewdrop Inn? But it was Dewdrop, D-E-W. You would say to me, Miss Meow, don't drop in? Meow. Thanks, Miss Meow. Well, sloths are very sleepy. In fact, they sleep up to 20 hours a day. Humans, we only need about 8 hours of sleep. When they're awake, sloths move so slowly. The fastest a sloth moves a day is 40 yards. That's just 120 feet. That's not even half a football field. If she was at the end of one field, it would take her 2 days to score a touchdown. If you ate ice cream as slow as a sloth moves, it would take you the whole afternoon to finish a bowl. Because you just take one itty-bitty, teeny-weeny bite at a time and chew a little and a little more and a little more. What do you think about that, Miss Meow Meow? That's quite I mean, what if you, would you eat would you prefer to eat slow? Do you eat slowly or mid? Okay. Is that like the kids' term mid, or you mean you eat at a normal cat speed? That's all right. Oh, this is an interview podcast. I'm sorry, Miss Meow. Did I go off topic again? Meow. I mean, I was just trying to give you a little, I was hoping to win you over because we got to do two, we're in this, but I think I'm slowly, like I've already won you over in spite of me, huh? Not to no, you're not a Alanis Morissette fan, Miss Meow? Meow. Oh, you are? Oh, you're a fan of Alanis Morissette now. Okay. Sloths move so slowly that algae grows on their fur, which helps them to blend in with the trees and the leaves and the moss. When predators come around, a sloth is very hard to find. I thought sloths would be a little stinky. What do you think? Sloths don't actually have body odor. I mean, I was wondering, I didn't want to go off topic about what I thought because I did an episode once pondering the sweet smells of a sloth, but now I'm learning they don't have body odor. Take a big breath of our mama sloth friend and our baby. What you smell is just the jungle, leaves, trees, and dirt. Wow, so it's like, it's a refreshing scent. Candle sloth. Is that a candle you could get at a candle place? Because it should be. Smelling like the rainforest is a great way to hide from forest friends that are looking for us, who have a keen sense of smell. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind something if it's got a little eucalyptus in there, or, I like the smell of like loamy smells. When it comes to water, they like to piddle and paddle about the local ponds and lakes. The sloths are actually faster in water than they are on land. But sloths spend most of their time up high in the trees. They like it there. They come down once a week for a bathroom break. Once a week? Holy moly. What do you think about that, Miss Meow? Meow. Right. I mean, we can agree on something very impressive. Also, can I, on behalf of anybody walking around in the forest, can I say thanks to the sloths for coming down? I mean, because, thanks for coming down to the ground. But when they're done with their business, they crawl back to the tree, then slowly and gently make their way back up. Did you know sloth is a mammal just like you and me? Meow, Miss Meow? Meow. That has hair and, it's a little bit different than a bird, which is not a mammal because it has feathers and lays eggs. Squirrel's a mammal. It's warm-blooded, has hair, and it shares other similarities with mammals. A squirrel and a mammal are sloths, just like you and me, Miss Meow, everybody. Looks like the mama sloth and her cub are fast asleep. I'm pretty tired, too. Miss Meow Meow, you look like you're ready to hit the hay as well. Meow. How about you, my sleepy friend? Are you ready to head home and dream of that furry loaf of love we call a sloth? Let's get in the balloon basket and head home. Here we go. But don't worry, we're going to go on another adventure, too. But first, we'll head back to Cozy Critter Base to 98.6. We'll tune into 98.6 The Sloth and listen to some chill-down music as we rise high above the trees where the sloth is sleeping with her cub. She calls it the clubhouse. That's where her and her cubs sleep. And we rise higher and higher and even higher until you could see the whole tropical rainforest. Our friend, the wind, helps take us over mountains and rivers and curious birds who fly alongside us. I wonder if they think we're a bird, too. Oh, look, we're back home already. Miss Meow Meow and I had such a wonderful time with all of you. We hope to see you again next time when we visit our friend, the humpback whale, which also is the mighty humpback whale is also in a fish song. So I don't know. This is like we're 2 for 2. I think it's a mighty humpback whale. I hope this is it's full of your dreams are full of comfy sloth mamas and yawning sloth cubs. Or maybe, you don't have to do any tongue twisters like I did. Until just a few minutes away, my sleepy friends, Toodaloo and Cozy Critter dreams too. But of course, hey howdy and hippopotamus high fives because it's your old pal Doggy Pickles with your sidekick, the sleepiest animal in the world, Miss Meow Meow. All right, everybody, welcome back to 98.6 The Sloth. This is Scooter being your friend Doggy Pickles and Miss Meow Meow. So howdy and hippopotamus high fives. Scoots, Doggy Pickles, and the sleepiest cat in all the land. Miss Meow Meow. Meow. Today, I want you to meet a beautiful, super cool, big animal friend of ours, the mighty humpback whale. Well, that's from the fish song, though. I think it's the mighty humpback whale. That's interesting. I mean, what are the odds of that, Miss Meow Meow? Meow. That we do the first 2 episodes of Cozy Critters are like 2, they call the first episode The Sloth. That's a fish song. And then, I don't know what the mighty humpback whale, it's, can almost get, it's one of the, like, but I'll figure it out. You know what, though? I love the ocean, Miss Meow Meow. Let's get our magical traveling balloon ready. I need everybody's help blowing it up, including yours. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. Wow. Great job, everybody. Especially you. Take in another breath through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Excellent work. Now our magical balloon is all inflated. Meow. That's right, Miss Meow Meow. The color of our balloon today is white, just like a polar bear. Did you know polar bears love digging in the snow to make a little, like, area to nap in? Meow. Naps are my favorite, too, Miss Meow Meow. Well, my sleepy friend, are you ready to meet a humpback whale? Let's get in the balloon basket, and here we go. As the sounds 98.6 The Sloth. I guess in the Sloth episode, they would have played Yacht Rock because it was nocturnal. And now the sounds are coming through the way, you know, like underwater speakers. Holy moly. And we rise high above your bedroom. Higher and higher till we could see your whole neighborhood. Higher and higher till we could see the whole city beneath you. And our friend the wind helps us take us over mountains and rivers and curious birds who fly alongside us. I wonder if they think we're a bird. Oh, yay, birds, it's us again. Now, guess where we are today? Listen closely, and you hear the caw of a seagull. Oh, boy, sounds like a seagull to me. And waves crashing. Can you hear that, Miss Meow Meow? In your, like, in the theater of the mind? Meow. Could it be the ocean? It sure is. We're flying over the Atlantic Ocean, just off the coast of Florida. Everywhere you look, you see blue water. Those seagulls are cawing. What do you have to say, Miss Meow? Meow. Wow, that kind of looks like a seagull. Oh, wow, look what Miss Meow Meow, oh, you wanted my attention. You spotted something. Looks like the seagulls are flying over a dark spot on the water. That's about the size of a school bus. Maybe even a magic school bus, Miss Meow? Meow. No, you don't want to get on the magic. Did you ever get on the magic school bus? Or is that before? That was well before. You're too young for that, huh, Miss Meow? Meow. Do you know that a group of fish is called a school? And a group of birds is called a flock? And a group of whales is called a pod? Speaking of whales, those dark spots on the water aren't schools of fish after all. Those are 5 humpback whales coming to the surface for a breath of air. You can hear it shooting in the air as they take their breaths. The humpback whale is a big animal. Some can grow up to 60 feet long, and they weigh an amazing 40 tons. That's 80,000 pounds. You know what else weighs 80,000 pounds? 8 delivery trucks. Or 320,000 bananas. Meow. You're right, Miss Meow Meow. That is a lot of bananas. Do you know that the humpback whale can be found in all 5 of the world's oceans? From the warm waters of the Indian Ocean to the chilly depths of the Arctic Ocean. The humpback whale glides gently through the water. Its tail moves up and down, up and down, up and down, moving forward in the water. The way its massive tail and fins move, it's like oh so calming. Wings. Why, it almost looks like it's flying underwater. More of its breath spraying in the sky. Did you hear that? It's taking another breath through its blowhole. Whales aren't like clownfish or other fishy friends who can breathe underwater with their gills. Instead, whales have a blowhole. It's on the top of their heads that they breathe through. To breathe, they have to go to the surface of the water, poke their head out, and take a deep breath. I'm like a whale breathing out, like, yeah. And then take another one, yeah. And then go underwater. That's whale jazz here on 98.6, The Sloth. Maybe it was a purple humpback whale. I guess I'm like, I guess I think I had the fish lyric wrong, Miss Meow. Meow. But that's fine. They don't spend much time above water, only a few minutes here and there. Sometimes they feel playful and breach. This is where they build up speed underwater and move quickly to the surface. And they leap out of the water into the air. That's a lot of weight to move, and it takes a super strong tail. I was going to say it makes a super strong tail. I don't know. Like, are you, Miss Meow, I know this is probably the wrong time, but are you familiar with Malaya, Barbie, Mermaid's Tale 1 or 2? I don't know. I think you would like those movies, Miss Meow. Meow. But by the way, it's Barbie, A Mermaid's Tale. If you just look up Mermaid's Tale, you may not find it. Unfortunately, you have to search with capital A first. I don't know if it's I think it's Barbie, A Mermaid's Tale. So just in case you're searching for it, Miss Meow, probably have Dougie Pickle search for it, but even if he's searching for it. But I know that's fiction. I'm getting off topic again. But, oh, boy, you know what time it is? It's time for dinner, and the humpback whales love eating anchovies, small fish, and krill, which kind of look like teeny tiny shrimp. And there's a super wheezy wowza way they catch fish. Meow. Miss Meow Meow, did you say nets? No, they don't use nets, but that's a fun guess. It has something to do with bubbles. Bubbling. It's called bubble netting. So you were partially right, Miss Meow. A few humpback whales get together and dive under a school of fish. They blow air out of their blowholes, which makes bubbles, hundreds and hundreds of bubbles. The whales move up towards the fishing, spinning as they go. The fish get, wrapped up in the bubbles, and then it's nom-nom time for the whales. And if you look at inside a humpback whale's mouth, instead of teeth, you're going to find long brushes on their upper jaw. That's called baleen. A humpback whale eats by opening its mouth real wide and taking in a bunch of water and tasty food, then closing its mouth. Then it pushes out the water, but the baleen keeps the food inside its mouth, which the whale then swallows. Good. It takes a lot of food to keep a humpback whale happy and healthy. One whale can eat up to 3,000 pounds of food per day. Did you know what else weighs 3,000 pounds? 12,000 cheeseburgers, Miss Meow. Meow. And how about eating all of those? That's making me sleepy. How about you, my sleepy friend? Does that make you sleepy? Makes me kind of sleepy, huh, Miss Meow? Meow. Wow, that was the best sympathetic yawn we've ever had, Miss Meow. Meow. Oh, yeah. Miss Meow's excited for me to tell you about her humpback whale's heart, my sleepy friend. I have, you and I, we all have hearts. They go stumpity, thumpity, thump, thump, thump. And the whale has one too, except the whale's is much, much, much bigger. In fact, your heart's about the size of your fists, and a whale is about the size of a car. Whales talk to each other in their own language. It's not words like you and I use. They communicate in two different ways. They can slap the surface of the water, or they can make vocal calls, which sounds like a song. Yeah, you can hear that sound. Most famous by Dory. And isn't that lovely? What do you think they're talking about? Well, it's time to tune back in and to lower the volume on 98.6 The Sloth. Because it looks like some of our humpback whales are getting sleepy. I'm pretty tired, too. And Miss Meow Meow looks ready to hit the hay. I think we got one more time for an adventure, though. But first we'll rise up high above the Atlantic Ocean where our humpback whale friends live. And then we'll rise higher and higher till you can see the whole Atlantic Ocean. Our friend the wind takes us over mountains and rivers, and curious birds fly alongside us. And soon we're back home, back at Cozy Critter Base, where we land our balloon. We had a wonderful time with you. And soon we're going to visit a pygmy hippopotamus. Until next time, my sleepy friends, toodaloo and cozy critters too. But we're here still with another howdy and hippopotamus high fives. It's Scoots, that's Dougie Pickles, and Miss Meow Meow, the sleepiest cat in all the land. And today we're going to meet a not-so-big animal friend of ours, the pygmy hippopotamus. It's smaller than a regular-sized hippo. And today we're going to visit one in the jungle. Meow. I love the jungle too, Miss Meow Meow. Let's get our magical traveling balloon ready. I need your help blowing it up. Taking a deep breath through your nose and breathe in. And then exhale through your mouth. Oh, wow. Then breathe back in through your nose and out through your mouth, Miss Meow Meow. Great job. The balloon is blowing up. Well, it's ready to go. And today the color of our balloon is green, just like the lush jungle. Did you know pygmy hippos love the jungle and the water too? Meow. Well, my sleepy friend, are you ready to meet a pygmy hippo? Let's get in the magical hot air balloon. Here we go. As we tune in to 98.6 The Sloth, we listen and the music plays as we rise high above your bedroom. Higher and higher till we see your whole neighborhood. Higher and higher till we see everything below you. Cities, towns. And our friend, the wind takes us over mountains and rivers. Curious birds fly beside us, wondering if we're birds too. Probably even making comments under their breath about me, huh, Miss Meow? Meow. Oh, Miss Meow, that's the first time I sensed a smile in your meowing. Meow. So, I mean, that's good. Cats and birds can come together like with their bear tolerance of me. I can hear birds chirping, water flowing. Oh, we're already here. Birds rustling leaves. Where could we be? Well, it's the jungle. We're flying over the jungles of West Africa. Everywhere you look, you see green trees and sparkling rivers. Birds are chirping. Meow. Oh, wow, look what Miss Meow Meow spotted. It looks like a little creature waddling by the riverbank. It looks like a hippopotamus, but it's not big like the regular hippo. Pygmy hippos are much smaller. They're only about the size of a large dog. The pygmy hippo is the shyer, smaller cousin of the common hippo. They can grow 5 feet long and weigh about 600 pounds. That's about the size of 3 refrigerators or 1,800 apples. Imagine if we just counted 1,800 apples, Miss Meow. Meow. Well, you want me to do that in my spare time when I'm not recording. Meow. Okay. You're right. That is a lot of apples. It would take me, I mean, Miss Meow Meow, you'd have to keep track because, I'm not very good at, I would lose track of where I was. Probably at, 19. That's it. What's that? 19? Did I get to, or 29? I'd be 40. Oh, no. Did I do 30s? So probably take us, so you probably, maybe you should be with me then. Meow. Never mind. You're right. Pygmy hippos live in the forests and swamps of West Africa, and they love to spend their time near water where they can cool off or lay low, with other forest friends that might be playing hide and seek with them. They're very, very good swimmers, and they can even walk along the bottom of rivers and swamps. And they stir up dirt on the river bottom and walk by fish. They keep on swimming and swimming and swimming. Just keep swimming. That's one thing. Now, you want to know one of my favorite facts about pygmy hippos? Their noses and ears can close to keep water out. Isn't that fandabulously fantastic, Miss Meow? Meow. I mean, that's cool. If they were in the bathtub, they could that'd be fun. Oh, to be able to do, there's a lot of games we could play with that, or I could use my imagination, sealing up Scooter's ready to descend, or after, it'd be great if I could, seal my nose, ears, and mouth, and eyes, after, if you were heads up, I'm headed to the kitty litter. I'd be Scooter sealing up, Miss Meow. Did you just imagine a sloth above me, Miss Meow? Meow. But is that water splashing? Do you hear that? It is our pygmy hippo friend splashing in the water. Pygmy hippos aren't just good swimmers. They're also great at staying hidden. They like to be alone, and they're very shy, which makes them hard to spot. Sometimes I feel shy, too. Do you ever feel shy, my sleepy friend? Well, at dinner time, pygmy hippos munch on leaves and grass and fallen fruit. And they use their teethy poo to chew their food. Does anybody ever tell you to just slow down and chew your food? Me, too. What about you, Miss Meow? Meow. Yeah. They say it's a good way to practice, mindfulness, but then I'm just I'm only mindful because my jaw's so tired. I can't keep chewing. I don't know if there's a Dory 4, could she do, just keep chewing? She could do a song about that. Or maybe for a dental convention, they could hire me to do that and overpay me a bunch of money. Do you think that's possible, Miss Meow? Meow. No, neither do I. But I thought I'd give it a chance. I guess at that one they just say just keep brushing, right? Or just keep, just keep flossing. It's adaptable. I don't have any of the rights to it though. So, but the great news from Dougie Pickles is that pygmy hippos also have a splendiferous special way of keeping their skin from getting too dry. They ooze out a thick pink liquid that keeps from their skin that acts like sunscreen. And it also keeps them moisturized and cool in the hot, hot sun. Holy adaptation. That is cool, Miss Meow, isn't it? Meow. I think I may have a new animal that I might, if I could, whatever. I'd love to be able to seal, my nose and my ears and eyes. Not just when you're using litter box, but also, I don't know, I guess it'd have to be, I'd have to be fully in control of the oozing, Miss Meow? Meow. But it sounds like, oozing sunscreen and moisturizer. Think of the savings. It would just be what if it was if it happened at if it could prevent it from happening on first dates, second dates, 20th dates, presentations, anytime I'm handling anything, like, because I wouldn't be able to, can't open this jar, I'm oozing right now. Miss Meow Meow, are you smiling at that idea? Meow. I mean, what if I had to, what if I couldn't use a can opener? Meow. Right. So, but, just using my imagination. So that's a cool thing, though, right, Miss Meow Meow? Now let's talk about pygmy hippo families. You see, pygmy hippos are usually alone, but sometimes you can find a mother with her baby, which is called a calf. The mother hippo takes very good care of her calf, teaching it how to find food and stay safe in the jungle. Did you know that pygmy hippos have a super duperty sense of hearing and smell? Even though they might not have the best eyesight, their other senses help them find their way in the jungle. Yes, Meow Meow, they are quite clever creatures, critters, cozy critters too. Pygmy hippos are most active at night, which means they're nocturnal too, so they'll be listening to the Yacht Rock and 98.6 The Sloth. And that's because when the hot sun goes down for the day, they can spend their nights foraging for food and exploring their territories. During the day, they rest, often hiding in dense vegetation to stay cool and comfortable. You can hear those nighttime sounds of them wandering in the jungle. Now, did you know there's a scientific name for the pygmy hippo that Scooter will never be successful at? He'll try, though. Choeropus liber esinus. That's a hippo-sized mouthful, huh, Miss Meow? You're not pressed, Meow. Well, yeah, I mean, that's just my limitations. I'm pretty, I'm good at tangents, but not words. Pygmy hippos may be small compared to full-size hippos, but they have big personalities and play a crucial role in their ecosystem. By munching on plants and spreading seeds through their dung, they maintain the health and diversity of their jungle home. But it looks like our hippo friend is getting sleepy, and I'm pretty tired, too. And Miss Meow Meow looks ready to hit the hay. How about you, my sleepy friend? Miss Meow? Meow. You ready to head home and dream of that shy, small, wonderful critter we call the pygmy hippo? Let's get in our balloon basket and head home and listen to some 98.6 The Sloth. First, we rise up above the jungle where our pygmy hippo friends live, and then we rise higher and even higher till you can see the whole jungle. Our friend the wind takes us over mountains and rivers, and curious birds fly alongside us, wondering if we're a bird too. And while we travel home, I'm going to read you a song that you can listen to on the original Cozy Critters as a song about pygmy hippos. It goes like this. Pygmy hippos, they're thick and short and stout. Pygmy hippos have a cute little rounded snout. That's their nose. They live on land but take a dip in the water when the sun gets hot, so they don't get hotter. They're herbivores, which means they snack on tasty greens and fruits and yummy grasses too. Pygmy hippos. They're thick and short and stout. Pygmy hippos. They have a little cute rounded snout. Well, good night, everybody. Me, Scooch, as Doggy Pickles, and Miss Meow Meow have had a wonderful time with you. Hope you'll check out the first 3 episodes of Cozy Critters, as well as episode 4, which is on the Fennec Fox. So... until next time, my sleepy friends, toodaloo and cozy critter dreams, too, for your friend Scoots and your friend Doggy Pickles, Miss Meow, and everybody at Cozy Critters. Good night. Everybody, Scoots here. I'm tucking you in with tonight's sponsor, Helix. But I want you to picture me getting tucked in at night right now. I'm getting tucked into my Helix Dusk Luxe. It's listening to right in the other room. It's laying there, waiting for me to climb in at night. Tonight I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to pull my covers up to my chinny chin. And yeah, I sleep on my side. I sleep on my stomach. And I love sleeping in my Helix. So comfortable. It fits the way I sleep. And I can see myself there. Oh, yeah. There you go on your side. You look so comfortable there, Scoots. And I didn't notice as I tuck you in. Good night, Scooty Poo. Talking about myself in the third person. But I've noticed in the 4+ years you've been sleeping in this Helix, your sleep is a lot better. And we look at this summer, and every time you go out of town, no matter how nice the bed is you're in, you don't get as good a sleep as in your Helix Dusk Luxe, do you? But most of all, you don't look forward to it. You don't have that reassurance. I know I'm comfortable in this mattress. I know whether I'm sleeping on my side or my stomach or I'm laying on my back, I'm going to feel the right amount of support and comfort. And the other thing is, I know if I recommend a Helix to somebody else, it's going to fit their needs because they're going to take that quiz at helixsleep.com/sleep, and they're going to get matched with a mattress based on how they like to sleep, their sleep preferences, their feel preferences. Or they could take it with their partner and find out what mattress is going to work for both of them. So don't miss out. Maybe you could picture yourself tucking yourself in not that long in the future. Look at how comfy old Scooty Poo is. Scooty Poo took that Helix quiz, got matched with the Helix Dusk, picked the Dusk Luxe. And Helix has so many different mattress models to choose from. So picture you taking that quiz, just 2 minutes, and then you can picture yourself tucked in, comfortable. I don't know, which mattress model do you get matched with? I'd love to hear about it. So take that quiz at helixsleep.com/sleep, because right now Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders when you use our link. That's helixsleep.com/sleep. And let me know after you take the quiz. Which Helix model did you get matched with? And are you picturing yourself tucking yourself in? Oh, boy. You look comfortable, too. Good night, everybody.